Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 19 of our Ramadan Kids Challenge. Now the 19th of Ramadan marks the day of the 3 days of commemorating or remembering the death or the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam. So today we will be talking about Imam Ali alayhi salam and also a little bit about Tawalla and Tabara. So who was Imam Ali? And mashallah, you've all been learning, or you all know the names of the Imams. Imam Ali alayhi salam was the first Imam, and his name was Ali. His father's name was Abu Talib. His mother's name was Sayyidah Fatima bint Asad. He was known as Abu Hassan, and he had some titles, of which some were Murtada and Amir al-Mu'mineen, as you may have heard it. And his birthday was on the 13th of Rajab, and his death was on the 21st of Ramadan. Okay. Now we're going to learn a bit more about his birth, because the way he was born was very, very special. Okay, so I have some slides here that we're going to go through. Fatima bint Asad, peace be upon her, went near the Holy Kaaba and prayed to Allah to have the baby safely. Okay, at that time the walls of the Kaaba opened up. Now this was a miracle. It's never happened before, and the walls separated. Fatima bint Asad went inside. When she was inside, the walls started to close again, until the wall of the Holy Kaaba was completely sealed up. So amazingly, the walls of the Kaaba separated and then sealed up again when she was inside. The people were amazed to see this. They couldn't believe what happened. I'm sure if you were there, you would be surprised too. What's happened? How did this happen? They tried really hard to push the door, open the door of the Kaaba, but nothing would budge. It wouldn't move. Then after 3 days, Fatima bint Asad came out with her newborn baby. Okay, so this is a miracle. People were surprised to see the newborn baby who was born inside the Kaaba. Our Mawla Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam was born, and this was on the 13th of Rajab. So this was an amazing part of history, a miracle that took place. The only person to have been born inside the Kaaba. And there's still a crack on the Kaaba to see the position or the place where the Kaaba was opened up for Imam Ali alayhi salam. So it shows you how special he is. Now we're going to learn a few facts about Imam Ali alayhi salam. And so I have a few items in my bag today that we're going to look at to learn a bit more about Imam Ali alayhi salam. So the first item I have, let's see what we've got. We've got a heart. And this represents that Imam Ali alayhi salam was loved by the Prophet so much and by Allah, and he was so close to them. Just likewise, he loved Allah and Prophet Muhammad a lot as well. So he was very close to them. Then what else have I got? I've got a bowl to represent how Imam Ali alayhi salam used to give to the needy all the time. He would give them food, even if it meant he would stay hungry, or if he didn't have enough for himself and his family, he would still give away food to the poor. Now I have, what else do I have? Okay, I have a small lion. The reason why I have a lion is because Imam Ali alayhi salam was known for his bravery. He was a very brave person, and he was so strong that in battles and in the wars when he used to go to fight, people used to be scared because they knew how powerful he was. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, we have a ring. Now this ring represents a ring that Imam Ali alayhi salam gave away. One day he was praying in the masjid in Medina, and a beggar came in, and he was asking for some money or something because he didn't have anything. While the Imam was praying, he heard this. He didn't stop his prayer, but he stuck out his hand, and the beggar took the ring off his finger. He gave the ring away during his salah. Okay, so this is how a ring represents that. We have a shirt. Now this shirt represents somebody that Imam Ali alayhi salam was very fond of. He had a slave, he wasn't his slave, but he freed him actually. The person was a slave, and Imam Ali alayhi salam freed him. But the man liked Imam Ali so much that he didn't actually leave him. He stayed with him, and stayed with Imam Ali and was his companion. Now Imam Ali alayhi salam went shopping one day, and he bought 2 shirts, one very nice one and one that was not so nice. And he gave the nice shirt to the slave. When the slave said, "Why did you give me the nice shirt? Give me the other one," Imam Ali alayhi salam refused and said that he wanted the nice one for him. So this is how kind Imam Ali alayhi salam was. Now next I have a book. Now, Imam Ali alayhi salam wrote the book which was called Nahj al-Balagha. His words and sayings are written in that book, so it's a very important book to know. And one last thing that I have is a box or a square, a cube representing the Kaaba, and like we just learnt, that's where Imam Ali alayhi salam was born. Okay, so they're just a few facts to learn about Imam Ali alayhi salam. Now, briefly, we're going to talk about how he passed away, how he died. So it was the 19th of Ramadan, and the time it was Fajr time. Imam Ali alayhi salam went to the mosque as he normally did in Kufa to pray his salah, to give the adhan and pray salah. Imam Ali actually knew that he was going to be killed or injured that day because the Prophet had already informed him that something like this would happen. Imam Ali alayhi salam, woke up everybody on his way to the salah, including the person who was going to kill him. His name was Ibn Muljam. Imam Ali knew this. When he started salah, Imam Ali prayed, did the adhan, and when he went into sujood, Ibn Muljam was standing behind him, and he stroked him at the back of his head with a sword that was poisoned. Now, this sword was poisoned, so it obviously injured Imam Ali alayhi salam, but also the poison went into his body. Now, Ibn Muljam at that time started to try and escape and run away. The Muslims that were there with Imam Ali went after him, and they grabbed him and they brought him back. Imam Ali alayhi salam was such a nice person that even the person that stroked him with this sword, he said to them that please leave him, don't hurt him, and he asked them to not hold him tightly and to be careful with him. That's how nice Imam Ali alayhi salam is and was. We're going to talk a bit more about then what happened when he went home tomorrow, inshallah. So these are the nights of Qadr, and just to remind you, the odd nights from now until the 29th, till the end of the month, are very important nights, and especially the 23rd are followed by the 27th are very important nights, okay? So make sure you do your amal and du'as that we'll be talking about. Very briefly, I just want to talk about du'allah. So I'll ask you a question. Do you love Imam Ali alayhi salam? Yes, I hope you all would answer yes, we do. So if you do, then we should be friends with those who are friends with Imam Ali, or the followers of Imam Ali and all the other Masumin. That's what it means to have du'allah, to be friends with those who are friends of the Imams, okay? And now the bara means, so I'll ask you a question again. Do you like the person who hurt Imam Ali alayhi salam? No, I'm sure you don't. Okay, or any of the other Masumin that were poisoned or killed. We don't like them. So if not, then you should keep away and dislike the enemies of Imam Ali or any of the other Masumin, like Ibn Muljam. And this is called the bara. We're going to talk a bit more about that in our following sessions, inshallah. Right, so your Islamic reminder today is Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad, which is our salawat. And it means, oh Allah, bless Muhammad and the household of Muhammad. So we're sending blessings on Prophet Muhammad and his family, and this gives them reward, and it gives us lots of reward as well. Prophet Muhammad rewards us for sending blessings on him and his family. Now, today's activity. I'd like you to create a tasbih or a counter or a dhikr square, some way in which you can do some counting over the next few nights. I know it's hard, you might not have things like beads and strings at home, so you can do it in different ways. So you can make a number square and you can colour in as you count things, or you could just draw one and draw in circles, or you could be even more creative and see what you've got at home to make a tasbih counter. You can make you don't have to have exactly as many as we do in a tasbih. You could create a set amount so that you know, so maybe 34, so you know that you have 34 beads and you can count them up, inshallah. So that's your activity for today. I look forward to seeing your tasbihs or your counters, inshallah. And now it's time for our challenge. Are you ready for challenge number 19? Let's have a look. So today's challenge is, right, so I would like you to do as many tasbihs of salawat as you can. So sending your blessings on Prophet Muhammad and his family, and inshallah you will get lots and lots of reward for doing that. So I look forward to hearing how many you get done, and inshallah I look forward to seeing all of the work you send in. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.